Hey everyone, this is Random Guy 66 here, and welcome to what I believe is the biggest Sun and Moon update that we have seen so far. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just so excited to share with you guys. I'm not even gonna do an intro. Let's just go ahead and get into it. So video was released yesterday from Pokemon, and it's pretty crazy. So it reveals a ton of new information. It's like 4.5 minutes long. And it's amazing what they can pack into 4 minutes. Like, it really is. So we got a bunch of new Pokemon, some legendaries. We got new features in the game, new trainers, or some trainers that are going to be featured into the game. We got new Z moves, Alolan Forms, and finally the starter evolutions have finally been fully evolved. Their final evolutions have been revealed, and so we're going to start off with Rowlet's first evolution, or final evolution, and we have Decidueye. And let's just say Chinese leaks were real, and they predicted this pretty well with astonishing accuracy. So this is Decidueye, and it is the Aeroquill Pokemon, 5'3", 80.7 pounds, with the ability Overgrow, knows Leafage, Peck, Razor Leaf, and a new move called Spirit Shackle. But what's really crazy, guys, this is no longer grass flying type. This is a grass ghost type, which is the first of this typing. It's pretty cool. It's very unusual, though, for its typing to just change like that. It's grass flying, and then grass ghost, which is pretty sick. I have to say that's pretty awesome. I already like grass types. Ghost types are pretty good offensively, so I'm gonna be a really big fan of this Pokemon. This Pokemon is able to move about while completely masking its presence from others. Once an opponent has lost sight of it, Decidueye seizes the chance to attack it unawares. In a tenth of a second, Decidueye plucks an Aeroquill from within its wing and sends it hurtling toward its target. Its speed is astonishing, but not more so than its precise aim, which enables the Aeroquill to pierce a target through and through from half a mile away. Decidueye usually acts very cool, but it can become terribly flustered in unexpected situations, like a surprise attack. Ooh. A skilled Decidueye can boast acrobatic curved shots. It seems some are also able to shoot arrows that reach up through the sky, only to come drilling down from above, piercing multiple targets one after another. By the way, what are you doing? My dog's up here in my room for some reason. Why are you up here? Get out. Came through my parents' room, which it's not supposed to go. Anyways, Spirit Shackle is a ghost type physical move that only Decidueye can learn. An opponent hit with this move will become unable to flee from battle or switch out for an ally. So I think that if you use that, this Pokemon, or I think it does damage. I'm pretty sure it does damage. It says physical move, so it must be. I'm pretty positive it does deal damage. So I wasn't sure. It better deal damage. I saw it in the trailer, and it looks like it does. So. Anyways, so this thing looks pretty cool, I must say. If you haven't seen the trailer, you really need to check it out. So, the second Pokemon that we have is Incineroar. This is the final evolution for Litten, and I must say, this is definitely intimidating looking. This pro wrestler-esque John Cena with a fire around his waist, fire championship belt. Incineroar, a fire dark type. There we go. There's that Houndoom counter that we've been looking for. 5'11", so a pretty tall guy. 183 pounds. That's pretty heavy. The ability Blaze, pretty average. Ember, Growl, Lick, Leer, Fire Thing, Flamethrower, and Darkest Lariat, which is a new move that I will explain in a minute. As its fighting spirit increases, the flames that Incineroar produces within its body burst from its navel and waistline. Since the flames somewhat or conveniently resemble a championship belt, they're known as its flame belt, and the Pokemon unleashes moves that use flames from it. In the heat of battle, Incineroar shows no concern for its opponents and sometimes even launches attacks that strike the opposing trainer. Okay, as a result, many tend to dislike this Pokemon and keep it at a distance. Yeah, many seem to dislike pro wrestlers too. If a crowd watching it battle is pumped up, Incineroar's fighting spirit will burn brighter, but a lackluster crowd can make it lose focus or fight shoddily. When it receives the admiration of young Pokemon and children, it may keep up its cold attitude on the outside, but in its heart of hearts, Incineroar is immensely happy. It loses the desire to fight when faced with a Pokemon that's clearly weak or injured, and sometimes gets taken advantage of as a result. Okay. Think about that. Darkest Lariat is a dark-type physical move only Incineroar can learn, and it allows Incineroar to deal damage while ignoring the effects of any stat changes that the target might otherwise be affected by. I don't know. I said that second paragraph, it loses its desire to fight when faced with a Pokemon that's clearly weak or injured. That doesn't sound very dark-type-esque. Like, it looks dark-type. It should be more, I think, fire-fighting type. It looks more like a firefighting type, not fire dark, which would probably make it super weak to Poplio's evolution. Firefighting, though, if it is, or no, it wouldn't. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything else. But that does bring us, however, toss that page away, to Poplio's final evolution, Primarina, the Siren-esque Pokemon, a Siren-esque Pokemon, classified as the soloist Pokemon. It is Water Fairy type, so you have an opportunity to get a Fairy type Pokemon right off the bat in this game, which is super, super cool. 5'11", 97 pounds, with the ability Torrent, Nose Pound, Water Gun, Growl, Disarming Voice, Bubble Beam, and Sparkling Aria, which is another signature move. As it dances, Primarina releases balloons of water into the area around itself, moving them using the sound waves from its voice. The sight of moonlight reflecting off its glittering balloons creates a magical scene. Since Primarina controls its balloons using its voice, any injury to its throat can become a grave problem. Its greatest enemies are arid environments and the overuse of its voice during back-to-back battles. Okay, so don't take that into the Elite Four then. Kidding. Among the balloons Primarina releases, some explode when touched, while others do not. Primarina jump on the non-exploding balloons while they make sport of their opponents, and they use the exploding variety to trigger chained explosions. That's pretty cool. Primarina's songs have many variations, and each one changes to the motions of the balloons. It has been observed that songs are shared among Primarina living together, so different colonies end up knowing different songs. Okay. Sparkling Aria's water-type special move only Primarina it can learn, and it heals the burns of any target it strikes. So it sounds only useful in double battles. Okay. That doesn't sound like a very useful move at all, personally. It only heals burns. I know there's other moves that do, or that are much more helpful. Like, I can't think of any right now, but it just seems that would be much more helpful personally, or at least I would think. So it doesn't sound like a great move, but now we are moving on to Pokemon similar to Tapu Koko, and how it is the guardian deity of Melee Island. There are other guardian deity Pokemon for each island, starting with Tapu Lele. Okay, so we're starting off strong here, starting to reach the peak of our video as far as excitement goes. Well, there'll be a little more excitement at the end. It is a Psychic Fairy type land spirit Pokemon at 3'11", 41 pounds, with the ability Psychic Surge, so it creates a psychic battlefield, and it knows Nature's Madness and Psybeam. So there's a legend which says long ago Tapu Lele once brought an end to a war between the islands of Alola by scattering its scales and soothing the tired warriors. Tapu Lele scatters glowing scales that physically affect others, providing stimulation to their bodies and healing their illnesses or injuries. But these scales can be dangerous as well, because a body can't withstand the changes brought about by contact with too many scales at the same time. It will scatter its scales over humans and Pokemon for its own enjoyment, while it is innocent in one sense, there is also cruelty in the way it casually brings others to ruin. Okay. That's deep, man. If Tapu Lele doesn't have much energy stored in its shell, it may lack the strength to seize victory in a head-on battle. With this in mind, it tends to prioritize not losing a battle over actually beating a foe, and it's skilled at strategies such as inflicting status conditions on opponents. Nature's Madness slams a target with all of Nature's Rage, reducing HPs in half. Psychic Terrain is a move no Pokemon was previously able to learn, and using it will boost the power of any psychic moves used by Pokemon on the ground and prevent them from being hit by priority moves. Okay. Tapu Lele's ability is Psychic Surge, an ability no Pokemon has previously had. With Psychic Surge, the field will be turned into Psychic Terrain, when Tapu Lele appears in battle, boosting the power of any Psychic-type moves used by Pokemon on the ground and preventing them from being hit by priority moves. Similar to Tapu Koko, you'll notice that all the Tapus have something similar to this. So, moving on to the next one. That's it for that page. And we have Tapu Bulu. And this is obviously bull-shaped, or it is shaped like a bull's head. You got the horns, you just got the nose ring. I wouldn't say it's shaped like bull because that doesn't sound great. So, Tapu Bulu, it is a grass fairy type for some reason. It looks more like fighting or something, but it is a grass fairy type. Land Spirit Pokemon, 6'3", so it's a tall guy. 100.3 pounds with the ability Grassy Surge, knows Nature's Madness, and Wood Hammer, which is pretty cool. Boop. Tapu Bulu has the power to manipulate vegetation and cause it to grow. It can use this power on its own horns, which are made of wood, changing their shape or making them larger. This can come in handy in battle. A stolen Pokemon is not very active. People's opinions... No, this stolid Pokemon is not very active. A stolen Pokemon is not very... People's opinions differ on whether it's as docile as it seems, or if the reason it doesn't move much can be chalked up to simple laziness. Tapu Bulu does not like unnecessary battles or frightening other Pokemon. Because of this, it makes loud ringing noise with its tail to alert others of its nearby presence. Although Tapu Bulu may not like to start battles, it shows no mercy when dealing with evil doers. It's said that once thieves broke into its ruins, and it punished them by swinging trees around like massive clubs. Okay, Tapu Bulu can learn Nature's Madness, an attack that slams a target with all of Nature's Rage, which reduces the target HP by half. Whew, I'm going to be reading that a lot today. Tapu Bulu's ability is Grassy Surge, ability no Pokemon has previously had. Field will be turned to Grassy Terrain when Tapu Bulu appears in battle, boosting the power of Grass-type moves when used by Pokemon on the ground and restoring a bit of HP to each of them both. It also halves the damage taken from the moves Earthquake, Magnitude, and Bulldoze, okay? So you got to keep that in mind when you're fighting this thing. Looks pretty cool, though. Looks very intimidating. Anyways... And the last one is Tapu Fini. So, it is a water fairy type. Land Spirit Pokemon, 6'3", 100.3 pounds. Misty Surge is its ability, and it knows Nature's Madness and Hydro Pump. This Pokemon is able to create a special water that purifies both mind and body, but Tapu Fini requires that supplicants wishing to obtain the purifying water demonstrate the strength to withstand the Tapu's fog. Many humans have tried to withstand Tapu Fini's fogs in pursuit of its purifying water. Among them were some with evil intentions, which may be the reason for Tapu Fini's sense of disgust and lack of interest in appearing to people. Tapu Fini is able to attack by manipulating water, since she hates to risk harm to itself during battle. It prefers to create a thick fog that puts opponents in trance and leads them to destroy themselves. Tapu Fini's expression remains listless even when it's unleashing moves. Some people say that it might look this way because using its moves is so exhausting. Pokemon's Nature's Madness, reducing HP by half. Tapu Fini's ability is Misty Surge, an ability that no Pokemon has previously had. With Misty Surge, the field will be turned into a misty terrain when Tapu Fini appears in battle, having the damage taken by Pokemon on the ground from Dragon-type moves and preventing them from being afflicted with status conditions or confusion. Okay. Taken on the ground from dragon type moves and prevent them from being. Okay, so it prevents them from status conditions or confusion. I can definitely see this being used in competitive battle one way or another. I was watching the Pokemon VGCs the other day, and this definitely sounds like something they would use. I have no idea as far as strategy goes, but this sounds pretty cool. So, what I did hear the other day, before the Tapu Finis were announced, obviously the other day, after the demo came out, all the Pokemon, or at least all the Pokemon in the Pokédex that weren't Alolan forms were leaked. So I got to see, I watched someone's video on that, and I saw all the Pokemon in the decks. It's not too many left, but I did see the Tapus, and the guy I watched, his prediction was that they would be typed, or there would be one for each island, which he got right, but he said they would be typed the same as the bird. The one bird that's has different, or looks different for each island. It's got the dance moves, doing the salsa, and you got the cheerleader, and then the luau Japanese thing. He said it would be this type the same as them, and I think there was fire, electric, psychic, and ghost. So electric and psychic were right, but not ghost or fire, although they were similar colored to the Tapus for their respective island, or at least I think as their respective island. I don't know which one's which, or which one guards which. Next, there is something later referring to or relating to the Tapus, but for now, let's just finish out all our Pokemon. I clicked both the forward and the back button at the same time. So next, we have Cosmog, which is, I believe, a legendary type, or a legendary Pokemon. It is a psychic type Pokemon, classified as the Nebula Pokemon, 8 inches, 0.2 pounds, with the ability Unaware. This extremely rare Pokemon is known to only a select few in Alola. At one time, it was known only by kings of Alola and their heirs, and was called the Child of the Stars. The Aether Foundation is researching this unusual Pokemon, and one of their professors at the Foundation recently dubbed it Cosmog. Cosmog is very curious and shows no fear of people or Pokemon. If you treat it with any consideration at all, it will take an immediate liking to you. This personality trait often leads it into danger. Well, duh. It can't be so trusting. This is a cruel world. Its gaseous body is so lightweight that it's sent flying when the wind blows. When light falls on this Pokemon, Cosmog absorbs it and grows. That rhymes. Did you write it specifically like that, Pokemon? I feel like they did. They didn't explain Unaware. Oh, no, wait. Unaware is already an ability, I'm pretty sure. I don't know much about abilities. I'm not a competitive battler, so don't expect me to know much about these abilities. And then, last of the day, and certainly least, is Alolan Persian. Just take a minute to look at this train wreck of a Pokemon. What is this? Like, Pokemon, you had something nice going on. You had the Alolan Meowth, which looked cool. It actually looked good. It was an improvement to Meowth. It was sassy looking. It had the cool new typing. It was a dark type now, which makes sense because Meowth just looks like a dark type in the original games, or at least they make it out to be in the anime. So, but then you screwed it up, Pokemon. I mean, this Pokemon looks like a mountain lion that spray painted itself gray and sewed a panda bear head onto its face. Like, I'm at a loss for words for how stupid this Pokemon really looks. It looks absolutely idiotic. Classified as the classy cat Pokemon, which makes no sense, because it looks stupid and not classy at all. Jeez. Dark type, 3'7", 72.8 pounds, with the abilities Fur Coat or Technician. Round face of Alolan Persian is a symbol of the rich Alola region, and is held to be a Pokemon of great beauty. Okay, now we know the intelligence level of the Alolan people. It is such a distinctive Pokemon in the Alola region that all Persian are well protected and strict inspections are required before tourists can be permitted to take one back to their home region. Why would you want to take one back? It looks ugly. It looks horrendously ugly. Persian looks highly intelligent with an even higher opinion of itself. In general, it looks down on everything other than itself and doesn't tend to grow attached to its trainer either, so it's a difficult Pokemon to have as a partner in battle. Difficult? Really? Difficult. I'm just not going to have it. How about that? I'll just choose that path. Its exquisite coat shines with a glow of high quality and enchants both humans and Pokemon. For this reason, it is very popular Pokemon in the Alola region. I'm sorry I mumbled that last part, but I'm just groaning. It looks so bad. And they keep saying how wonderful it looks and how it's loved for its beauty. And it looks ugly. It looks horrendously ugly. It usually puts on a refined act, but once a battle begins, it will indulge in the most underhanded of tactics, including surprise attacks, trickery, and even foul play. Yet it's haughty. I can't read that because there's like a little dot there. Its haughty personality causes it to underestimate its opponents and is often taken in by their counterattacks. Whew. Well, that was a handful. So, you probably just saw that. That was the, we have a brand new Z move into the game, which is learnable by all the, Tapus, as you can see, which I have listed right here. This Pokemon is called the Guardian of Alola, and in this move, the Tapu that is using it closes its protective shell and summons a massive headless creature. The Tapu then becomes the creature's head and then crushes the opponent with its fist. As you can see, we have Tapu Koko using the move right here. I believe I said something recently about the move just looking like, or their shells looking like something they could close around themselves and protect themselves with. I feel like I said something like that in a recent episode or a recent update video, something like that. But anyways, I think this looks cool. If you didn't see it in the trailer, definitely check it out. It looks pretty sick. As you can see, we have the thing listed here. When you're using the Z move, Tapu closes shells, and huge avatar appeals from the ground, attacks the opposing Pokemon, dealing damage equal to 75% of the target's remaining HP. So you better use it first thing, because it's going to do the most damage when you use it first. So, 75%, I think I'd just rather use a guaranteed KO. Personally, or a move that is going to get a guaranteed KO. We also saw the beginnings of the Alolan Pokemon League on top of Mount Lanakila, although it doesn't look like you were able to battle at it until late in the game. Although it is nice to know that they are going to have a Pokemon League, and there will be an Elite Four and Champion, probably, maybe. So, they will build a Pokemon League. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Maybe we'll be, what I mean is, maybe we'll be able to battle at it. But, hands down, what I think is the most exciting part of the video, what excited me even more than the, our grass friend, Decidueye, being a ghost type now, was this new thing called, the battle tree. Basically, after you complete the island challenge for you, or after you complete the island challenge, there is something waiting for you called the battle tree. And no, it is not this battle tree. It's more like this battle tree. Okay? Basically, it's a place for trainers who have completed the island challenge and are strong enough to have done so. In the battle tree, it seems as though you can battle trainers, and if you defeat them, you're able to partner with them in a double battle. If this doesn't sound exciting to you, you clearly haven't seen the trailer, and I keep repeating this. go see the trailer. If you're watching this video and you haven't seen the trailer, you shouldn't have started watching this video in the first place. You need to go watch the trailer. So if this doesn't sound pretty awesome to you, you haven't seen the trailer, because we see some pretty familiar faces in this battle tree. I said once you defeat a trainer, you can partner with them in a double battle. This includes, familiar faces include Wally from the Hoenn games, including what he's most well known for, probably with at least the younger audience, for the most recent games, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, in which he was your rival, or one of your rivals. He was your main rival. And then we also have Sinnoh champion Cynthia, who is not only regarded as the strongest champion of all the other champions, but she also has the most well-rounded team of all other champions, including her very formidable Garchomp, as seen here. And what really got me pumped up is, if that isn't exciting enough, in the trailer we also see two other familiar faces inside the battle tree, champions Red and Blue from the Kanto region. This hyped me up, because you get to battle Red and Blue, and they're like adults now, so it's cool. Although Red's face just looks a little weird to me, just slightly. Like he looks like he looks like he looks like some trainer I feel like I've seen before. Like what was his name? Wilford or Wilfric or something, from like the 6th generation. He was the Elite Four member with who specialized in steel types. He was the knight looking dude. He had the weird upside down V shaped mouth. But either way, I can't wait to play this game, because not only do we get to battle these guys, we get to meet them, battle them. It's just going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait for it. Is my mic facing the right way? Yeah, it is. Oh, don't want to tip it over. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like down below, and maybe subscribe for more epic content and for Pokemon updates. If you didn't enjoy this video, or if you did not enjoy this video, make myself a little more clear, then leave a dislike down below and let me know in the comments below what you didn't enjoy. What you didn't enjoy, and I'll be sure to improve it for next video. I always take criticism. By the way, the reason I didn't upload Wednesday, if you didn't catch my Twitter post Tuesday night, was because the audio got messed up for my video again, which really stinks. I hate how my microphone sometimes records my audio and sometimes doesn't. Although it records my voice cracks, apparently. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.